Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Today we are going to be continuing reading Eragon by Christopher Polini. And just as a reminder, this video is not intended for children. Instead, it's intended for adults who are discovering or rediscovering Eragon. And tonight I am trying out a little red line, just trying to change it up every now and again. See how that works. I mean, since I can do it, let's see how horribly I can mess it up. So, let's actually begin the reading. Just started looking for a place where to put my bookmark. Like, maybe here, maybe there. Ah, there's good. Okay, let us begin and finish up this chapter. The next few days were trying. Eragon's temper was frayed. Except for curtly answering direct questions, he spoke with no one. There were small reminders everywhere that Roran was leaving. Garrow making him a pack, things missing from the walls, and a strange emptiness that filled the house. It was almost a week before he realized that distance had grown between Roran and him. When they spoke, the words did not come easily, and their conversations were uncomfortable. Saphira was a balm for Eragon's frustration. He could talk freely with her. His emotions were completely open to her mind, and she understood him better than anyone else. During the weeks before Roran's departure, she went through another growth spurt. She gained 12 inches at the shoulder, which was now higher than Eragon's. He found that the small hollow where her neck joined her shoulders was a perfect place to sit. He often rested there in the evenings and scratched her neck while he explained the meanings of different words. Soon she understood everything he said and frequently commented on it. For Eragon, this part of his life was delightful. Saphira was as real and complex as any person. Her personality was eclectic and at times completely alien. Yet they understood each other on a profound level. Her actions and thoughts constantly revealed new aspects of her character. Once she caught an eagle and, instead of eating it, released it, saying, "No hunter of the sky should end his days as prey. Better to die on the wing than pinned to the ground." Eragon's plan to let his family see Saphira was dispelled by Roran's announcement and Saphira's own cautionary words. She was reluctant to be seen, and he, partially out of selfishness, agreed. The moment her existence was divulged, he knew that shouts, accusations, and fear would be directed at him. So he procrastinated. He told himself to wait for a sign that it was the right time. The night before Roran was to leave, Eragon went to talk with him. He stalked down the hallway to Roran's open door. An oil lamp rested on a nightstand, painting the walls with warm, flickering light. The bedpost cast elongated shadows on empty shelves that rose to the ceiling. Roran, his eyes shaded and the back of his neck tense, was rolling blankets around his clothes and belongings. He paused, then picked up something from the pillow and bounced it in his hands. It was a polished rock that... Okay, sorry, I messed up and I was deciding to do my own editing to improve on this masterpiece, so let me go back a sentence or two. I know what I'm doing. Just reading words off pages and messing it up. This is my life now. He paused, then picked up something from the pillow and bounced it in his hand. It was a polished rock Eragon had given him years ago. Roran started to tuck it into the bundle, then stopped and set it on a shelf. A hard lump formed in Eragon's throat, and he left. And that's a nice, happy ending to the chapter. Oh, gosh. So, a little bit to discuss in this one little tiny bit. The first is Eragon not being able to take the reality that his relationship with his brother is changing. He can't really grasp onto the fact that life changes. People go on different paths, but at least Roran is going to be coming back. But Eragon's still having to get used to that time apart, that things are changing, even if Roran's just going to be back in a little bit. And I will say, every one of us that has siblings knows how our relationship with our sibling changes over time. I hardly talk to my siblings. I have a half sister and a half brother. And I don't really talk to them that much. I mean, growing up, we talked, but we were close to each other. And actually, the relationship between all three of us has changed. I won't discuss how, because that's personal and involves people other than myself. I'm not saying it's bad, but things just happen to change. And when you're young, it's like things will never change, things will always be the same. And that just isn't the case, and you have to grow used to it, that things change. Of course, with Eragon, he's having extra pressure because he's a dragon rider now. And he knows that even if it was the best of times, like if there wasn't this whole evil empire going on, things would change drastically for him. Like, he's already getting used to outliving everyone he knows. And that's only like one of the things that's going to happen to him because he's a dragon rider. And then add to that just the usual life thing of relationships changing between siblings, about siblings going off and doing something else. And also, I actually don't really know if this is confirmed or not, so just consider this one of my many headcanons. Whenever I like something, I theorize and stuff to insane degrees at times, so yeah, I'm one of those people. And in my mind, Saphira and Eragon are, mentally connected with each other, and their personalities will come out and be reflected by the others. Like, Eragon is, I don't want to tell anyone. I want to keep things as normal as possible for as long as possible. And just all of a sudden, Saphira's like, yeah, that's actually a good idea. And in my mind, that's Saphira going. Okay, this is when, writing things makes me sound intelligent. But, anyways, in my mind, that's Saphira reflecting the base instincts of Eragon. I mean, Saphira is, a child, and she's reflecting Eragon's thoughts, subconsciously. She's going, okay, she might be finding a fear she has. She's not able to trace it as not being her own. So she goes, oh yeah, Eragon, you have the right idea because I have the same feelings as you. So that's my own personal opinion there. And for the question for this video, if you do have siblings, how has your relationships changed from childhood to the present day? And be as vague as you want. I'm not asking for detail, just I want the general sense of just this change that goes, on in life. So please comment down below with that, and with anything else you noticed about this reading today. And do you like this coloring? Do you just want me to keep it the same color all the time, some light shade of blue or white? Comment down below for that too. And as always, please like this video so that you can help mess with YouTube's algorithm, so people will be more likely to see videos by me. And also subscribe, because I'm going to be reading the entire Inheritance cycle. And you want to hear my opinions on those, on all the books, right? And you want to hear me read them, right? Please? And if you're watching this on my blog, the blog, and watching on the desktop version of my blog, the blog, please choose the follow by email option so you will never miss out on anything I do ever again. And I hope you're all staying safe and sane through this very, very difficult time. And if you're wondering what color I usually keep this light, usually I have it a lot dimmer, and currently the color I do is a nice shade of green. And good night. Bye.